What's going on, everyone? So, the Los Angeles Lakers are down 3-1. And look, it's never over till it's over, right? It's never over until a team wins 4 times. We have seen a lot over the last few years. Teams come back down 3-1 and actually win the series or force a game 7 or anything. It's always possible. I don't believe the Lakers will do it. All right, I want to start that off before we dive into this video. I don't necessarily personally believe the Lakers can do it, just from what I've seen from this team. I just don't trust this team to lock down focus and do what's necessary to win 3 straight games against a Minnesota team that, yes, you can make the argument Lakers should be up 3-1. Lakers did everything in their power and played as bad of a game as they could possibly play in game 3, and it was tied with 4:37 remaining. You score 1 point, and it was an Austin Reaves free throw in which he missed the other one and got outscored 13-1. Then you followed that up by a game that you were in control for a large majority of that game, and then did everything in your power to botch and blow and lose that game. So Lakers have lost, literally just beaten themselves twice. The only game where Minnesota just kind of ran through them was game 1. In my opinion, game 3 and 4, the Lakers beat themselves. But how do the Lakers get back in this? How do the Lakers end up pulling it off? How do they pull the rabbit out of their hat? Well, starts obviously the generic answers is one game at a time, right? Got to win your home game and then take it game by game. Lakers do still have an advantage, right? They have 2 home games. You got to win 3 straight games, and 2 of which are at home. And Lakers have been one of the best home teams in the league all season long. Now, the problem is the Lakers have been one of the worst road teams. Right? Lakers have not been a very good road team all season. So, to me, it really boils down to game 6. It's that pivotal game 6. Right? Obviously, Lakers have to win game 5. I think they do win game 5. I think what will likely happen, they win game 5 and then lose at 6 in Minnesota, because we haven't been able to prove we can beat Minnesota at home. Why would I think otherwise? But we're talking about how this can work, how the Lakers can pull this off. Well, again, it starts with winning game 5, then going into Minnesota, you win game 6, and then jump into a game 7 at home, all the momentum, right? All of a sudden, things start changing really quickly. And all of a sudden, all the conversation and the media and the fans and Minnesota fans are like, oh no, we're about to lose. We're about to do this, blah, blah, blah. And, media is like, oh, Lakers are about to come back and win 3-1. And, again, start creating that buzz. How do you create that buzz? It's winning game 5. And then now that begins the conversation. Lakers win game 5. You're going to hear that conversation. Can the Lakers pull this off? Can the Lakers win? They got 2 home games, blah, blah, blah. Again, all of the conversation starts to shift. The biggest thing to me, outside of the style of play, which we'll get to here in a moment, biggest thing for me is just putting pressure on Minnesota. Put the pressure on Minnesota and see, do they collapse? Do they fall? Or do they just, are they cool, calm, and collected? Right? Like, that's you see it all the time. Teams just applying that pressure. All of a sudden, that house card starts to wobble a little bit, right? And then all of a sudden, boom, you have the collapse. So Lakers go in and you win game 5, and you win it in a controlled fashion, dominant fashion, right? Now it's like, oh, okay. Lakers have their backs against the wall. That's another thing. Lakers have been very good when their backs are against the wall. Lakers have won pretty much every time that they've had their backs against the wall. Can they do it 3 more times? Right? You win game 5, again, all the talks start to happen. You win game 6, whoo-wee, now the pressure's kicked in. Now we have turned up that heat. What happens to Minnesota? Are they able to go into a game 7, high intensity, and pull it off? Look, they were able to do it against Denver. It's a very different team, very different series, very different everything. There's a lot of factors that go into this, right? But to me, gotta start to create that buzz. Gotta start to create that narrative of like, ooh, Lakers start coming back. Now doubt starts creeping in. Now guys start thinking certain ways. Now fans are starting to panic and, oh no, Lakers. You shift. You start to begin the foundation that shifts the momentum. It's the key. right? Look at like when LeBron came back down 3-1, right? In the finals. Started with that first win. And then all of a sudden it was like, ooh, hang on a second. They just got now if they win in Cleveland, oh no, we got a game 7. Anything happen in game 7? Like, you want to start creating that buzz. From there, right? Then it's your play. And it starts in game 5. We have seen the Lakers do this series what is needed in order to win 3 straight games. And that was the intensity, effort, and defense that we saw in game 2. But here's the thing. Lakers were terrible offensively. So Lakers have to find that balance. Lakers have to find the balance between the offense and the defense, right? Well, how do you do that? How do you find that balance? Because look, Lakers offense struggled, right? Lakers offense all series has not been great. Credit Minnesota's defense, right? Well, you need role guys to step up. This series has been a series of role guys, right? You have Naz Reid playing like he's prime Steph. You have Nickeil Alexander-Walker looking like a premier 3-and-D guy. You have, Jaden McDaniels playing like he's a superstar, averaging 25 points per game and whatnot, right? Like, and then you look at our end, and it's like Austin Reeves has been a no-show outside of like 1.5 quarters. Rui Hachimura was great, towards the back end, but outside of that, he's been kind of a no-show, right? Like, Doe has not hit shots with consistency. Gabe Vincent hasn't hit shots with consistency. Guys, Jackson Hayes has been a liability, right? Like, kind of start to go down the list. Start checking off all these players, and you're just like, yep, nope. Guys need to start picking it up. Guys need to bring that effort and intensity, right? You got to win 3 straight games. It's that simple. You know what you have to do. You know what is needed. Can you maintain that level and bring that effort and energy enough to win those 3 games? Again, we've seen a version of this Lakers that can do that. There is a version of the Lakers that absolutely can win 3 straight games, but it's going to come down to their play, effort, and intensity. We need Austin Reeves to start hitting shots. Be aggressive. Stop, letting them bully you. Bring some attitude. Bring some fight. Don't just lay down. Don't just call it raps. Let's see. Does Minnesota have that killer instinct? Are they about to put their foot on our throat? Or all of a sudden, again, that doubt starts creeping in. All of a sudden, conversation starts changing. This has been a series of one team's role guys have showed up, the other teams haven't. And what's sad is I believe the Lakers are still the better team. The problem is that Minnesota has played like the better team. Right? As good as Minnesota has played and as badly as the Lakers have played, the Lakers have won 1 game and had 2 games that they just gave away. Literally just gave away. So, 1, can they stop giving games away? 2, can it not just be the LeBron and Luka show? Can Reeves and Rui and all these guys consistently? And 4, we need to make some changes. Got to change the starting unit. Bare minimum, right? Talked about it. Fully lean in and embrace the small ball. Go with Dorian Finney-Smith and, basically the 5 that close the game. And then kind of trickle and sprinkle it out, right? Your main guys are going to have to play 40 minutes a night, right? Like, it's what has to happen. It sucks. It's what has to happen. You have no choice, right? Like, Luka and LeBron are going to have to play 48 minutes a night. Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, all these guys are going to have to play 40 minutes a night. You don't have a choice. You're either trying to win this or you're trying to go home and just call it done. If that's the case, then just rest LeBron and Luka for game 5 and, call it a series and just, hey, let's get at it next year. Right? But if you want to try to win, the guy's going to have to play. The guy's going to have to pick it up. They're going to have to bring in the intensity. They have to bring the effort. Do the Lakers have it in them? 3 times. Not just once, not just twice, 3 times in a row, by the way. It's a big difference. A big difference when you get 3 times over the course of 7 games. Big difference when you have to do it 3 straight times, and if you don't do it once, that's it. You're going home night-night. But there's even more problems because even if the Lakers do magically pull this off, let's say the Lakers figure it out, do everything that they need to do. Boom, we get to a game 7. We win game 7. Let's say we even blow out Minnesota in game 7. Let's say we win by 50. Really set the tone and standard and really just kind of, make a statement going into the next round. The problem is they probably get ran through by whoever they play. And this is coming from a guy that I wanted to play the Warriors in the first round. I would have loved to play Houston. I think the Lakers, going before this Minnesota series, I think the Lakers run through either team. But now the Lakers are going to be so tired, so exhausted, the amount of intensity and everything that you have to bring to match just to get through this series, like, they're going to be gassed going into that second round. It wasn't like the finals where it's just like, hey, got to dig deep, get this done, and then now you get to rest for 3 months, right? Like, big difference. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. Pass question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? I feel what your thoughts. Do you agree? Disagree? Kind of mixed in the middle. Do you think the Lakers get the job done? Do you think they don't? How do you feel? Whatever your thoughts are down in the comments. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me not. So we enjoy these types of videos. Truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one.